Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, man? We are here live, finally live after so many weeks of our schedules just being shit. So, welcome. It is St. Patrick's Day.
Stop looking at my melons.
St. Patrick's Day. Thanks for joining us. First and foremost, if you are going to go out and celebrate, please make sure you find a silver ride home or you stay where you're at. Get a taxi, Uber, walk, bicycle, something like that. Just please be safe if you are out and about celebrating St. Patrick's Day tonight. Get puking drunk. I don't care, but just do it safely.
Safely puking drunk.
So tonight we're going to be doing part of the history of St. Patrick's Day, some of the myth, the lore, traditions, and just standard trivia. And so, of course, we're going to be doing it. I got some Dubliner Irish whiskey, which was I got for Christmas. It's actually brought over from Ireland from some family. And I'll be doing some of that. We'll be doing some black and tans for our drink tonight. We'll get to that here shortly. If you do want to comment live, because we are live and we love audience participation, make sure you go to StreamYard.com.
We missed you so much.
Yeah, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give them permission to see your name. Doesn't give Facebook any other permissions besides that we can see your name. If we don't see your name and it just says Facebook user, we're going to call you Mixed Snuggle Fucks. So that's your name for the night.
Mixed Snuggle Fucks.
And as a reminder, you can go check out all of our old episodes on YouTube and all of your favorite podcasting platforms under the name Southpaws Tales from the Barstool. Make sure that what are we gonna do for that shit?
Oh, well, first of all, this is JD Mixed Southpaw, and I am Kat Tits McGee.
Tits McGee.
And if you like our show, go ahead and give that like button the old O'Brien poke.
And make sure you tickle that share button's butthole just ever so lightly.
Look, I was looking up like actual sexual positions, name off the Irish, like, you know, that are like Irish sayings. And I stumbled across the top 3 sexual positions that were voted on in a survey in Ireland. And guess what number 1 is?
Yes. Put it in the comments. What's your guess?
Well, you're not even to the comments.
What
do you think? 3, 2, 1. JD, what do you think?
Doggy.
You think doggy style? Really?
Yeah.
It's a Catholic-based. It is doggy style. God bless it. He got it.
Hey, Catholics like doggy too.
It was doggy style. 37% of the vote.
I know because I married a Catholic.
Followed by missionary at 26% and the old adventurous cowgirl at 22%. In case you were curious, you're welcome. And another thing is, I found one that was like, oh, the mattress Mick. What is that? Oh, it's a show about a failing mattress company in Ireland. It's not even a sexual position. Doesn't that sound like a sexual position?
That's such a ripoff.
The mattress Mick. It sounds like a sexual position.
So tonight we're going to be drinking black and tans. If you don't know what that is, that's going to be Guinness and Harp Lager. Harp is a Irish lager.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to show you how to make those real quick.
Super.
Basically, it's just a pint glass.
Done.
Boom and boom. You take your Harp Lager. You can also use Bass, any other lager. There's a thing called a black and blue where you use Blue Moon.
I love black and blues. I actually use the orange in it just like I would just be drinking Blue Moon regularly. And I know JD thinks it's gross. I don't care. I like it with the orange.
But you'll get half a pint glass of your Harp. Yep, that one's a little light. It's a lot easier when you're pouring from a tap.
Unless you want to be Tits McGee. And
and then the trick to pouring a Guinness, if you're going to float it for any of these drinks, is take a spoon and make it a heroin spoon, but backwards. You want the dome up.
What the hell were you?
And you're going to put it to where it's like right at the level of the lager that's in there.
That does look like a heroin spoon.
And you're going to pour it, and it helps separate the Guinness from the lager. And then you just kind of raise your spoon up as it goes.
You're going, oh, well, no, it's working. I was like, you're going way too fast for that. But no, you're like a gosh darn professional over there. Good for you.
It's like I've done this once or twice. So while I'm doing this, if you're watching live right now, please make sure to tag all your friends on Facebook and share the shit out of this live so we can get some people involved and getting drunk with us, because that's what we do.
Look, we just got home, both of us. So we haven't really had a chance to eat. So I was like inhaling popcorn. So I need that beer real fast because I'm like And I told Judy, I was like, it's not pubic hair back there this time. It's popcorn seeds. He didn't want me to bring that up on the air, but there you go.
Yeah, I
You're
literally
welcome.
walked in the door from work less than 20 minutes ago. So it's like, all right, let's get this going.
Yeah, from the waist down, he's all sleepy time.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
party time from the waist down.
I totally got pajama bottoms on. I'm okay with that.
I have workout pants on, so like we're cool.
So yeah, I'm not sure how well it shows on camera, but you got the
actually have a white sheet of paper so that hopefully y'all can see.
so the
kind
Guinness
of
stays on
the
top
light.
and the lager stays on bottom, and
It's
that is a
gorge.
black and tan, and it just tastes
Good
fucking
for
amazing. Put in the
you,
comments what you're
babe.
drinking tonight, and we'll definitely
We'll
and-
read those after we go through our sponsors because we kind of owe our sponsors a little something. They pay us. And
So yeah, let me get to that sheet real
Yeah,
quick
man.
because we're fucking professionals here. So our
Yeah, we
first
are.
sponsor, as always, is 5x5 Brewing Company. They are Battle-born, Texas-made veteran brewing company based in Mission, Texas, co-founded by Army vet George Rice. With beers like 40 millimeter Stout, Brunette Bombshell, and Fubar, it's no surprise this brewery has taken over the Texas markets from the Valley to the Coastal Bend and now as far east as Bryan College Station. They're
Yep.
getting into the Hill Country. We got a lot of people in Beeville. They're in Beeville now at
Yes,
the
they
Republic.
are.
So go check that out there. If you want to find it at your place, make sure that you ask your local bar, restaurant, or grocer to start carrying 5x5 Brewing.
what's the Buffalo Wings place in Corpus? If you're from Corpus Christi, it's on Yorktown, right? In that
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings or something that's right next to the
Chops and eggs.
Chops and Eggs. So go there.
But you can find more information about them at 5x5brewing.com, facebook.com/5x5brewing, or call them at 956-445-5421. Email them at info@5x5brewing.com.
Super.
Our next sponsor is Omako or OMOG Construction. They're a general contractor serving the greater Houston, Texas area with a focus on concrete. No job too big or too small. From residential and commercial to industrial foundations and pads, OMOG Construction has you covered. You can get more information about them at omogco.com, facebook.com/omogco, that's Omako, or Instagram OMOGCO, that stands for one Mexican, one Wedo. Wedo is Spanish slang for white dude.
Oh, you didn't let me say it this time.
Well, it happens.
I don't want to brag or anything, but we did a trial run and we're already 3 minutes ahead of that trial run. It was a hot mother effing mess. Hello and good afternoon. So we have a few mixed snuggle fucks because y'all have not gone to StreamYard and given permission for us
So
to
yeah,
use your name.
just a quick reminder for those of you that tuned in a little bit late, go to streamyard.com/Facebook. Give them permission to see your name. They can't do anything except see your name, so we know who's talking when they comment.
I'm going to borrow this.
Because otherwise, all we see is Facebook user. We have no fucking clue who you
shiza.
are.
It doesn't work half the time. So one of the McSnuggle fucks says, at least you're wearing pants. I never said JD didn't sleep in the nude. So you're just assuming he's wearing pants. I'm just saying.
I said I was wearing pajamas. Yeah.
You did?
I ruined it.
Oh, you mother.
I ruined it.
And it looks like McSnugglefuck said Irish whiskey and lime tequila. I know who that is. And I just called my parents McSnugglefucks.
Irish whiskey and lime tequila
Not
sounds
together. Those are two separate entries. Okay?
Oh my god, you remember? Okay, so Kat and I met bartending
Yes.
like a lifetime ago.
Yes, we did.
And one of the you always have those assholes that come in on the 21st birthday and like beg for the free shots and stuff. And you know, if it's your 21st birthday, yeah, I'm gonna give you a free shot.
Yeah, man.
But if you start being an ass about it, I'm gonna give you something called a cement mixer. And I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember what was in it at this point. It was like Bailey's
and lime
and
juice and something else.
And you
well,
put
the
it in your
lime
mouth and it just
juice and the
foams.
Bailey's coagulates.
Yeah, it froths up into like
which is kind
ceiling foam. It's horrible.
Which is kind of funny because my dad tried an Irish car bomb once and thought, I'm just gonna sip it.
You know,
and then it got chunky. He was like, it's turning. And I was like, you're supposed to chug it.
Car bomb.
And he's like, well, now I know why they chug it. I'm like, yeah, no. So we've got a couple of another McSnugglefuck Jr. who says Rockstar energy drink because I'm driving from Florida, Alabama. And then we've got Jay who says drinking Monster since I'm working tonight. Good idea, Jay. You don't want to go in.
Well, at least Monster's green, so it's still St. Patty's. So since it is St. Patty's, do you want to lead us in with some history of St. Patrick's Day and
Why, sure.
let's find out the facts of what's going on, why we celebrate
so
this.
You may know this, but I want you to pretend like you don't. Did you know that St. Patrick is not from Ireland? He's not Irish. Did you know that?
So
he is British. So in 390 AD, he was actually kidnapped by Irish raiders, taken over to Ireland and sold as a slave, and was bought by a Catholic priest. So he actually worked as a shepherd and then
eventually
went into like.
I'm sure the Catholic priest bought him to shear sheep.
Stop. No, no, we're not going through this conversation again. I was an altar server and I was not molested, so we're not playing this game.
Okay. I'll try to keep those comments to minimum.
Yeah. Nothing.
So,
no.
It's crazy though, because I never realized that St. Patrick was from that far. I mean, that's less than 400 years after Christ. Like I always thought it was like at least medieval times or later, like
no, it wasn't
12, 1300.
No, but they didn't even start celebrating St. Patrick's Day until like 1600. I mean, it was a long time away. Like, so they started celebrating. It was weird. It was like somewhere around 1600s they started celebrating it, but Dublin, Ireland didn't have their first like large celebration until like the 1930s. Like just Dublin. There were smaller ones, and even in America, it was like before then. But in like 1931 is when Dublin started their parade. But we had already had parades here in America for almost 200 years prior to that, because that started in Boston in 1737.
Let's see, real quick, Jeremy. Yes, I see your name as comments. Art says that I've been celebrating since the 1600s. Art, I like your style.
Since 1600, like 4 o'clock, maybe, or like
1600. The date, or the time, not the date.
Oh yeah, that's clever. That's real funny, actually. So yes. So it. Do you know the history? I think you do. Do you know the history of St. Patrick? What did he do?
So St. Patrick was noted for being the Pied Piper for snakes in Ireland, where he got rid of all the snakes on the Emerald Isle.
Exactly. Except fossil records show that they didn't have snakes in Ireland because it's too mother freaking cold. So it's kind of like not true. So yeah. So I want to ask you before I move on. I've got more like St. Pat facts. But I had a question for you.
What's that?
So, what is like your worst memory of St. Patrick's Day?
Like, I honestly don't think I've ever had a bad St. Patrick's Day.
Then what's your fave?
Probably the same as you, I would assume.
Oh, the one I told you about?
Yeah.
So my favorite one was years ago. I think it was even before kids, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was long before we had kids.
JD and
Back
I
when we used to have fun.
Wound up in San Antonio on St. Patrick's Day because we were taking like a late anniversary trip. Our anniversary is on the 12th. We were taking a late anniversary trip to San Antonio. We wound up on the Riverwalk on St. Patrick's Day, drinking green beer, and they dyed the river green. Not the first place to do it. It was still
San Antonio's river is kind of green on its own.
Okay, they dyed it my color shirt green.
They dyed it Kool-Aid green from OD green.
Yes. So who was the first? I think you know this. Who was the first one to dye their river green?
It was Chicago was the first one to dye the river green, and I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna give y'all a second to answer this, and I don't want anybody Googling. Like, what do you think? So everybody knows that Chicago dyes the river green for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
How long does the dye last when they do it? And I know, I'll give y'all a few seconds to answer it.
I'm thinking.
And while they're doing that, believe it or not, it only takes 40 pounds of dye to dye the entire river green.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought it would take like hundreds of pounds.
So let's say they're using a liquid dye.
Dropping a bunch of shit.
and let's just say hypothetically it weighs the same as water. Water is 8.3 pounds per gallon.
Okay.
So basically that's 5 gallons of dye if it weighs the same. And I would assume that dye would be heavier.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
So yeah, it doesn't take much. It's 40 pounds of dye.
You know what? I'm gonna.
And
I see it. I've seen it in movies. So I'm gonna say a couple of days, like 2 or 3 days. I see that Jeremy put 72 hours. I think that's a relatively close guess to what I would say.
No, it's 5.
5 days?
5 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours is all the time that the river is green, and then after that, it's all washed away.
What the?
Yeah, that's it. Like I thought it was like days and days before.
Yeah, I've seen it in movies. So yeah, that's interesting. I thought it was way longer than that.
We know here in the U.S. that Chicago, Boston, believe it or not, Savannah, Georgia has one of the longest running St. Patrick's Day celebrations as well. But Dublin celebrates St. Patrick's. Their St. Patrick's Festival is 4 days long.
Oh, shit.
So I've been trying to be a Dubliner and celebrate for 4 days. So
well, we have been drinking the last few days. Not like I wasn't doing it intentionally. We did like a trial run with the show, thinking, oh, we're gonna pre-record, and didn't want to be a train wreck.
Yeah, we did a pre-recorded episode for St. Patrick's Day, and it was just
it was entirely my fault. I decided that I was going to turn this into a drinking game, but just for JD.
Oh,
so I was making him take shots and Irish car bombs just to fuck him up. I guess I don't know. I was like, I'm not doing a shot, but I'm going to make you take one every time you answer a question wrong, and it was real ugly.
So I got another piece of Irish myth facts for you. So leprechauns. You know,
yes,
Irish staple.
Yes.
Does anybody know how they earn their gold? You know, because if you find a leprechaun at the end of a rainbow, they have a pot of gold.
I just thought they found it at the end of the rainbow.
But they actually earned the gold. It's not like it was stolen or made or whatever. They earned it by mending and making shoes, and that is a leprechaun's job.
Cobblers?
Leprechauns are cobblers by old myth.
Or maybe hangmen. Hangmen took shoes and sold them. So I'm just saying.
Say what?
Hangmen sold shoes. They would take the shoes out the people they hung and they would sell them. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh shit. So hangmen back in the day were shoe salesmen and cobblers. They would take the shoes out the people they were hanging. They would fix them and they would sell them. So if you ever saw a shoe repair guy, like a cobbler or a shoe salesman back in the day, you pretty much were guaranteed he was a hangman. I thought you knew that.
I had no idea. Was that like just American history or like medieval history or like where's that?
Sure. I read it somewhere.
Something.
I don't remember.
Something.
But you know what? At least it was like mythical, the leprechauns, because in this day and age, if they were like millennials, they'd be like, follow the rainbow to my Bitcoin collection, you know? And you're like, that's it?
Buy the dip.
Oh my God.
I don't invest in Bitcoin.
Me neither.
I don't trust anything that I can't put my hands on. Like,
he must trust the shit out of my titties.
That I do. You can never go wrong with titties.
Ever. So I have a question for you.
What's that?
Do you know why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day on the 17th of March?
Because the 16th would be wrong.
Seriously?
No, I have no idea. I assume it's just an arbitrary date that they've picked, just like most holidays.
It wasn't. It was actually the day that St. Patrick died. He died on March 17th of 461 AD.
I'm still just blown away that he lived in the 300s and 400s.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
I never realized that it was that old.
Yeah, and it was way after the fact.
So if you put this in the time with Christianity and he's a saint and all this stuff.
Yeah.
The Constantine when Constantine got everybody together to canonize which books were going to be in the Bible and what.
Yeah.
That was in the 300s. So St. Patrick was around the same time that the Bible was compiled.
Huh.
and put like this is the Old Testament, this is the New Testament, this is
That's right. He would be.
so that just blows my flipping mind. So that being said, which pope canonized Saint Patrick?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking y'all too.
Okay.
So no, don't look it up. Nobody look it up.
Okay.
Which pope?
Can I guess?
Oh yeah,
Like,
guess
you
all
go
you
ahead and
want.
guess. Pope Francis. Pope Francis.
Pope Francis the first or the second?
Oh shit. Okay, so I'm right. It's Pope Francis. The first did it.
Okay, before I answer, I want to see if anybody else has any guesses online.
Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm wrong.
I'm giving the viewers a
Look
moment.
at your face. Am I wrong?
I'm not saying shit.
No
All right, so nobody's guessing. Of course,
one's guessing.
well, they might be.
What
It's just
pope?
sometimes the delay
There
is
is a delay.
pretty bad. But Saint Patrick was never canonized. He is not an official
Are you
saint by
serious?
any religion except for the drunkards.
Not the drunkards.
Somebody guessed Pope John Paul II,
So we
which
were
is incorrect.
both wrong. I said Francis. Francis
So
and
it's a
John
trick
Paul
question.
were gonna be like tied for me because it's the only Pope names I can remember. I'll be honest.
So yeah, that's a trick question. Just like one of his miracles would have been getting rid of the snakes. Well, it's not a miracle to get rid of something that never existed.
Valid. So what did he do?
So
what did he do?
Well, what he did do is like you talked about him being kidnapped and sold, and then he became a priest.
Yes.
And after he was a priest, he went to spread the good word about God and everything like that under the Catholic religion, which I think was pretty much the only really predominant Christian religion at the time. But he used the shamrock or the three-leaf clover as a demonstration or an allegory for the Holy Trinity, each leaf representing the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And that's what he used as, to point it out to those dirty pagan fucks.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Oh, I actually know. Did you know that each leaf stands for something?
No.
You didn't know that? Oh, good. This is going to be fun. So this is why.
Wait, let me guess. So first leaf is Guinness. Second leaf is Jameson. The third leaf is also Guinness.
Oh my God. Close.
And the fourth leaf is potatoes.
Very close. Very, very close. I mean, scary close. Okay. So each of the four-leaf clovers stand for hope, faith, love. And the fourth one, and this is why if you find a four-leaf clover, it's because the fourth leaf stands for luck. So that's why it's lucky to find a four-leaf clover. So.
And how many? What is the odds of finding one?
Do you know?
I think I know.
Okay.
It's something I heard a long time ago, but did you look it up?
I did look it up. Yes.
Okay, it's something I heard a long time ago. So let's.
You want to guess?
I think it was like 1 in 10,000 or something like that.
1 in 10,000. It is. You've got a 1 in 10,000 chance of finding a four-leaf clover.
So with as many clovers that have taken over our front yard since the freeze,
are lucky as fuck.
I guarantee there's at least a half dozen fucking four-leaf clovers out front.
We've got millions of clovers. So if you want to get lucky, come to my house. Okay, that sounded really bad. Okay.
No. Go with it.
Hashtag come get lucky. That's what's going to happen. So we were looking up lots of facts and everything, and I want to get y'all's input. So I'm going to give you a chance to guess. All right. Are you ready? There are 4, like the St. Patrick's Day is in the top 4 major drinking holidays, ranked in the top 4. What do you think it's ranked?
Do I get to guess?
Yes, you do.
So top 4 is
Top
it's
4.
in the top 4.
It is in the top 4.
Drinking holidays.
Top 4 drinking holidays, and it is one of the top 4. Which one is it?
Okay, so you have. I'm just gonna try and figure out. Just narrow it down. So you have St. Patrick's, obviously. Cinco de Mayo. 4th of July, people drink.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween people drink, but I don't think it's the.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's considered a drinking holiday.
I don't think so. Jeremy thinks the 3rd. He thinks it's ranked 3rd. So let's see.
I would say 2nd or 3rd, because I think more people drink on St. Patrick's Day than Cinco de Mayo.
Is that the only other holidays you can think of that
And
people drink?
and of course,
and
Christmas people get hammered.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole purpose of St. Patrick's is to get hammered.
So,
I mean, that's the
and-
whole and to punch people that aren't wearing green.
Oh, well, I'm glad I think it was pinch, but yeah, sure. So, of the 4 top major drinking holidays, number 1 is New Year's Eve.
I could see that.
I could see that too. I mean, everyone toasts, everyone drinks even a glass of champagne, and even children. A lot of people let their kids toast on, New Year's Eve. So I totally get New Year's Eve being number 1, which it is. Great. Number 2 is Christmas, which at first I was a little surprised. And then I thought Christmas people are spending with their families and they're drinking to deal with their families.
Yeah.
So-
And you always have that one awkward uncle that shows up.
Yeah,
And I
so
think I'm the awkward uncle at this point, or it's
Yeah,
like everybody drinks to
your
avoid
hand
me.
in your pants, drinking,
Yep.
sitting in a corner. These fucking kids.
Grunting,
These
farting.
fucking kids. There's so many fucking kids in this room.
I do say that.
Number 3,
St. Patty's Day.
still not St. Patrick's
Oh
Day.
shit! What?
4th of July. 4th of July.
So St. Patty's is 4th of 4.
4th of July. It goes above St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is number 4.
Were there any stats to go along with this as far as like the numbers of?
No,
What's
like
ranked
a
or-
percentage.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
no, there wasn't. Unfortunately, it was just ranked. Yeah, which I get it. Like, I mean, 4th of July, everyone's sitting around drinking beer and stuff. So I'm like, all right,
So-
but like I thought St. Patrick's Day would be way higher. And I think JD will make St. Patrick's Day great again. I think he's going to run for politics, and I think he's going to be
Yep.
on a mission.
Make St. Patty's Day great. I love it.
You love it?
I'm gonna get
Good.
the foamy hat like Trump did, but instead of red, it'll be green. But I think I'm gonna
Makes-
try some of this Dubliner Irish whiskey.
Do it.
It's worth a shot.
Ah!
God, stick
You
around. The puns
dumbass.
get worse.
You dumbass.
Let's see here.
I'm glad you didn't bring up the whole altar server boy thing, because like I was an altar server.
We're
and-
not going there.
And my dad, I think, was an altar server. Your dad. I bet your dad was an altar server.
My dad was in seminary school to become a priest when he quit. To
So
join
you don't
and
think
go
but
to NOM.
he was an altar server, right? He's a Catholic. He's Irish. Surely he was an altar server.
Yeah, he had to go. through all that. Yeah,
So we're just like
and my uncle did.
the select few.
Yeah.
No.
Let me try this.
So we're the few,
The proud.
the proud, the unmolested. We're gonna make T-shirts.
Oh, it just gets worse.
Let's make T-shirts that say
The few, the proud,
the
the-
unmolested, and have South Pole.
Oh my god. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be canceled next week. Oh fuck.
Few,
Oh man.
Oh my god, I love it so much. Consensually unmolested. Wait, that's good for you. How was it?
Good.
I told my
It's
dad.
good.
I told my dad JD drank this last
It's
time.
bad.
Yep. And that's how he described it. He
It's
said,
good again.
He said it's good. It's not great.
It like goes down smooth,
does it.
and then it burns like a motherfucker, and then it tastes good.
All right.
Like it's like there's like this
Look.
3-second like
Look.
ugh.
It's St. Patrick's Day. I don't do shots. Ask JD. I don't do shots. And the
you
reason
gonna
I
do
don't
one?
do shots,
Oh, Mean Cat comes out when she does shots.
I'm a fucker or fighter, and usually
Most of
with
it's a fighter.
Yeah, usually with whiskey, it's a fighter.
So you just get a half shot.
Is that a half shot?
That's a little more than a half shot.
I'm gonna do a shot. Well, JD, do you have another fact for us, baby?
So I want another audience participation thing. I'm
Oh.
gonna give it a moment for people to answer this.
I'm dreading
How
this.
many pints of Guinness are drank worldwide on St. Patrick's Day? I'll tell you right now that there's at least 6 here.
I have it.
So
I have a guesstimation,
so
but it's I don't know.
So
I'm
it's-
kind of torn. I've got two.
so
I've got two
not during
numbers.
not
my
during
head.
festivals, just the actual day of St. Patrick's Day. How many pints of Guinness
What the
are
fuck?
drank worldwide?
What the fuck is that?
It's
Ugh.
Dubliner Irish whiskey. Put in the comments how many pints you think.
Babe,
What is your guess?
my guess. Oh, hold on.
Jeremy says 1.2 million. Brian says
I thought it
350,000.
was way more than that. I thought it was like 14, 15 million. Like, there's got to be a lot.
So we have as low as 350,000 to up to your guess of 15 million.
14 or 15.
12.5 million is another guess.
I'm rubbing off my tits. Right. My tits Mickey on my cup.
You know, that's what OnlyFans is for, and that's how you get paid.
I'm touching my melons too. You know, I've got it all here.
So
You're
it's
welcome. Someone what are we calling him? McSnugglefuck says 12.5 million.
Another Facebook user says 10 million.
McSnugglefucks Jr. says 10 million. Anybody else?
Going once, going twice. So the answer of how many pints of Guinness are drank worldwide on the day of St. Patrick's Day every year is 13 million. So Facebook user number 1 was the closest.
Oh, seriously? They were closer than me. Son of a bitch.
So yeah, that's and I'm doing my part.
Yeah. Damn it. I was toying around with the idea of 12 million, but one of my stats is 12 million and I was getting confused with it. So
what stat is that?
Did you know that some people give exchange cards on St. Patrick's Day just like they do on Valentine's Day? And I'm not talking about other countries. I'm talking about here in fucking America. People are exchanging St. Patrick's Day cards.
Like the little
cards. Like I don't know how big they are.
Or is it like a
Hallmark
birthday card?
Hallmark. Me again. I really should have invested in fucking Hallmark.
I've got this great movie idea for Hallmark.
But hold on. But 12 million St. Patrick's Day cards are exchanged.
I didn't even know it was a thing,
in America.
and I love this
Me
holiday.
neither.
Because a lot of people may know, or even though those of you that don't know me just by my last name would assume that I have a large amount of Irish ancestry in me.
I didn't know that.
Kat's had a lot of Irish in her.
So am I
1 inch at a time.
So am I Irish by is it like sexually transmitted heritage? Like am I got an
sexually
sexually
transmitted Irish.
I'm STI. I got I've got a
sexually transmitted Mick.
STM.
Hey, I can say that word. You can't. Only we can say that word.
And me, because I'm Irish by injection. So I'm STI. Sexually transmitted
What's weird
Irish.
is living in South Texas, you really don't
and
deal with.
Our viewers went up by 4 when we talked about being Irish by sexually transmitted Irish.
What's weird though is my dad and my uncle were born and raised in the Chicago area. Huge Irish population.
Yes.
And I've heard stories about even as late as the 60s and 70s there being the Irish prejudice.
Yes, of course.
And yeah, being a stupid drunk Mick and all this stuff, and a Mick being called a Mick up there is like
it's insulting.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But down here, where we live, it's predominantly Hispanic, and then the whites. A lot of the white is German ancestry down here in South Texas. So the Irish, I never had to deal with any of that Irish shit, which is kind of cool, I guess.
I guess I shouldn't nickname your penis Mick then. Get that filthy Mick inside of me. Because now that it's insulting.
Wow.
It rhymes
That's
with
what happens.
dick. It rhymes with dick.
That's what happens when she drinks whiskey,
a natural
folks.
progression. Come on, now it hasn't even hit yet.
So
yet.
So the leprechaun was going to pay his bar tab.
Oh no.
But he was a little short.
No. Oh God, I knew that was coming.
Dude, I spent between 30 and 45 minutes online trying to find good Irish jokes for the St. Patrick's Day jokes for the show. And they were horrible. They were all meant for 3-year-olds or not 3-year-olds, third graders to tell.
3-year-olds?
Yeah, 3-year-olds could tell them too. I mean, just none of the jokes were worth a shit. Didn't like the joke. Like knock knock.
Who's there? Go
Irish.
fuck myself? Oh, okay. Irish. Who?
I wish you say happy St. Patrick's Day. I can't even say it. Fuck me.
Oh, wow. Okay, there was screwed the pooch.
All right, let's get this back on the tracks here. What else do you have about the history or
let's take a look here. So we talked about the did you know that St. Patrick didn't wear green? Did you know that?
So at this point, you're just telling me everything I know about St. Patrick is a lie.
Basically. So St. Patrick was not Irish. He didn't wear green. He actually wore blue. He didn't push snakes out of Ireland. So yeah,
He wasn't a saint.
he wasn't actually officially a saint. So some Joe Blow guy is real famous, and we celebrate him every year. And in Ireland, I don't know if you know this, it's a major national holiday. Like banks close, schools close. Like this is a big freaking deal.
As it should be.
Well, yeah. So do you know how the green came about?
The green of Ireland. It's the Emerald Isle.
That's a great guess, but entirely wrong. So when Ireland wanted to get their independence from England and everything, green was a symbol of their independence movement. So that's how green became prevalent. So then when they developed St. Patrick's Day, green was what they went for because it's like a symbol of their independence and of Ireland at the heart of it. And yeah, that's how he got the green, but he wore blue all the time. So everything you know about St. Patrick is a stinking lie. He's a filthy liar.
Big heaping pile of shit lies.
Yeah, it's a saint of lies. That's what it is.
So I want to know, like, how did it actually happen? I mean, Jesus, none of it is true.
No.
None of it.
Nope.
So did they just like choose some random fucking person and be like, all right.
They're like sitting there drinking. They're like, all right, bear with me. What if we created a holiday out of this arbitrary saint who's not a saint? And like we get fucked up. And we tell him, like, hey, he always wore green and he pushed out the snakes. That's why there's no snakes in Ireland. And, and then some guy was like, bear with me.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I would love to try to do this in an Irish accent, but I would just totally butcher
no.
it. It would be
freaking
horrible.
Great. That's as bad. That's as far as I go.
Freaking great.
Oh, you want to still be looking? Oh, no. That's really.
Why do you guys laugh when I say that?
I'm sure that there's some Irish dude out there who's like, these fucking fucks.
Yep, the Irish guy's going to get us canceled. Thanks a lot, Mick.
And that's all for us. No, it's no.
Drunken McHaggis.
Yes. So y'all tell us. Oh wait,
somebody
just
just
screwed his wife on this stair. The banister broke, so he quickened his stroke and finished her off in the air.
Nice.
Please, more.
Yes.
Someone more. Give us more.
I'm all about
an
reading
Irish
limericks.
joke. Someone give us anything to share because this is amazing. So what is like? So you're Irish. Did you have any like in your family? Your dad was not only Irish, he is from Chicago. His dad was a Chicago cop. Like you don't get any
it is
more
the stereotype,
cliche, stereotypical Irish than that. Did y'all have any like what do you call it? That you do every year on St. Patrick's Day? Any like traditions, family traditions that he passed on to you?
Yeah, and it's actually when I started with our oldest son.
Really?
Yeah. My dad, he drank, but he wasn't a drinker. You know what I mean? Like, every now and again, he would tie one on, but that was about it. Yeah. But when
your mom let him,
when I turned 13, my dad once a year, and generally it was around St. Patrick's Day, would let me drink a beer with him. I'd have a beer.
Oh,
and we'd sit down and we'd sit there and a lot of times we would sit there and just watch war movies because he was a Vietnam vet. I knew I was going to go into the military. So it was what we did. We just sat there and he would explain what was real, what was fake, what was Hollywood. He did time in Nam and so that was a lot of the stuff we watched. And I think that's why I wanted to join the military. And then, so my oldest son, he's 14.
Yes.
But last year I told him, okay, now that you're 13, you choose the date whenever you want. You and I will sit down by ourselves. Your brothers won't be there.
Nope.
And we'll have a beer together. I'm not going to go get him hammered drunk, but we're just going to sit there and just have a beer. And to this day, I'm 42 and I can still remember specifics about some of those years of sitting down and having a beer with my dad.
I didn't know that about you. Like, that is so awesome. Because I was like looking up like Irish tradition, like what they do on St. Patrick's Day in Ireland, because I was curious. And what it said was they go to church in the morning. It is a Catholic holiday there. So they go to church in the morning and then they go home and they have, I'm going to get this wrong, corned beef and bacon. And not corned beef and hash, which is what I expected, but bacon. And I was like, I could totally get down with that. Like, that sounds good, doesn't it? I mean, I like corned beef because I like corned beef sandwiches.
But it's only, I can only do corned beef in like
small spurts.
Yeah. It's not something I could not have it weekly. I couldn't even have it monthly.
I like Reuben's.
Probably
but
like
Reuben's
twice
is
a year,
sauerkraut mixed with the corned beef. So I've never had corned beef on its own, but I'm willing to try it and to cook it up with bacon, maybe some like cabbage, throw cabbage in there and saute it up. I think that would be bomb. So maybe I'll do that next year and start our own little Irish tradition. And maybe we can so we potentially found some Irish family members and maybe we can get in touch with them. And actually she's from Ireland. So maybe we can start.
And my aunt's been doing
leaking in the Irish traditions. I think that would be fun.
My aunt on my mom's side has been doing a lot of genealogy, and she even did some for my dad's side because it was just me, my dad, my uncle. My grandfather passed away when I was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So, and my dad passed away when he was 63. So now it's just me and my uncle are like the patriarchs of the Tierney family at this point. So I don't know a lot of my history, of the family history. So
no, you don't. Mm-mm.
And my aunt traced it back.
Doesn't.
But my aunt traced it back to like 1760 something to the town where we originated from. Which is super cool.
Okay, you want to know something crazy? We just found this out, and our youngest is 6. The town next to them, where the Tierneys are, and I don't know if we found this out by your aunt or the Tierney that I actually got to know. The town next to them. So this one town, it has the highest population of Tierneys. That's their last name. The town next to them, the highest population last name, Nolan. And what is our youngest son's name? Nolan. So when I told her that, she was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "No. It's a big deal." So I see
I want to read another
Mick Snuggleflux the third over here. It says there once was a man from okay, look.
There once was a man from Nantucket whose dick was so long he could suck it. Wiping his chin, he said with a grin, "If my ear was a cunt, I would fuck it."
Is Nantucket in Ireland?
No, it's in New England.
Okay, so that was not an Irish joke, but thank you for your input.
There once was a man from Kent whose pecker was long and bent.
Again, that's not Ireland.
Yeah, it is.
Kent is in Ireland?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Oh my gosh. So there once was a man named Kent whose pecker was long and bent.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
So to save him the trouble, he shoved it in double, and instead of coming, he went.
I'm on board. Let's
sign me up. So we're talking about the me being Irish heritage. Do you know how many Americans have Irish lineage
in America, like today?
Yeah, like right now, how many living Americans have Irish lineage? Those of you watching right now, put it in the comments. What is your guess? How many?
I do know because I looked this up because I know how many more from Ireland there are. So I'm gonna stay out of this and I'm like, you answer. And while you answer, I'm gonna look at JD and admire him in green because it really sets off that beard, babe.
So I was wearing green yesterday. We went to the zoo yesterday.
We did, yes.
For our middle son's birthday. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we went to this restaurant called Magic Time Machine where all the servers are in costume.
Yes.
And the dude that was serving us kept calling me John Cena because I was all in green. I was just like, that's all I know about John Cena, by the way. It's just
you can't see me.
So Jeremy says 5 million Irish descendants in America today.
Way more.
Yeah, I would guess
way more.
Much higher.
Yeah, way more.
What is the population of America, by the way? I have no fucking clue.
I know. Billions.
Like 20 billion or something?
Yeah. If we all paid $1 to pay off the national debt. Brandon.
Oh, no. There would be in trillions.
I know. I'm kidding.
Another fun fact.
Anybody else?
80% of the
anybody else
American currency that's ever been printed has been printed in the last 2 years.
No. I don't see any. Oh, you know what? I'm on yours. I'm not even on mine. I was about to say I'm going to go to mine and see if there's comments like on my feed. But that's wrong.
We'll
You want to
give
go
it-
ahead and give it to us? Give it to us. Give us a number.
So it
We only have
is
one guess.
33.1 million Americans have Irish lineage.
Actually, it was updated.
Well, I'm going by mine because fuck you.
It was updated. All right. Y'all ready? 34.7 million. And the reason I looked it up is because he said that. And I wanted to see how the percentage, like how many more are in Ireland than there are in America, as far as like how many there are.
How many more Irish Americans than there are Irish
Yeah,
Irishes?
because if you are Irish, clearly you're from Irish descendancy. So I'm like, okay, I want to see Irish descendancy. How many more are in Ireland than there are in America? So you want to guess how many more?
I mean, obviously, there's more people of Irish descent in America because bloodlines and splitting and family trees.
By how many?
So
you guessed one right, that there are more in America than there are in Ireland. But
I will
by how many?
say there's triple the amount of Irish Americans than there are Irish Irishes.
Are y'all ready for this? In America, we have 7 times as many Irish descendants than there are in Ireland.
Really?
7 times. I know. And I was like, what the fuck? Because Ireland, if you were born in Ireland, you're from Irish descent. Like, I thought that, okay, they might have us, or at least it'd be a little closer than that. That's a lot. A lot. But then again, I mean, with the
neither one of us looked this
migration.
up. Somebody do me a favor and Google it real quick if you can, and tell me, how big is Ireland? Like square mileage? Like how big is it? I have no fucking clue.
I don't know.
Let's see. Mark said he was on the same page as me as far as 3 times.
But you have Irish descent, yes.
Yeah, he said 3-1.
But you have Irish descent, yes.
Yes.
And I found out that I have Irish. Actually, I have Irish royalty descent. So even in Ireland, I'm way out of JD's league.
No. No, because tyranny means Lord.
That's funny.
Tyranny
You're
means
ruining
Lord,
my fucking
my lady.
joke.
My lady.
So your Irish name is Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah, you call me my name all the time.
Shut the fuck. I shouldn't have even said anything.
You walked right into that one.
Oh yeah, I did.
Let's see. Mark says Ireland covers an area of 84,421 square kilometers, which is 32,000 square miles. That's like
damn
tiny. Okay, how big is Texas?
Like
way fucking bigger.
Okay, hold on. I have to go up a little bit. We have another
limerick.
Thank you. That's a good one. Paddy's walking home from the pub when he finds a woman tied to the railway track. He frees her and takes her home, where they make passionate love all night. The next day, Paddy's drinking with Seamus when he boasts about the night before. So what does she look like, Paddy? Asks Seamus. I don't know, replies Paddy. I haven't found her head yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my
God. That's beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
disturbing. If you don't want oral, the head's not necessary, I guess. I'm trying to be positive. You're welcome. I'm an optimist.
Okay, so they say the size of Ireland is about the same size as Maine. Mark says, to put that in perspective, that's slightly larger than the state of West Virginia.
How does that put things in perspective? I've never been to Virginia, West Virginia, Maine.
So do you know, speaking of West Virginia, you know in the song Country Roads, Take Me Home?
Well, yeah, of course. Who doesn't know that?
When they sing West Virginia, they're not talking about the state West Virginia. They're talking about the western portion of Virginia.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So
because even musicians don't like West Virginia.
We were driving through Alabama and it was like Country Road 8. So now it's like a running joke in our family, like Country Road 8. Take me home 8.
You had to be there.
And now our kids are like Country Road 8 every stinking time. I don't care. What? You raise your fucking kids like you raise your freaking kids, and we raise ours this way.
So what other facts, trivia, knowledge?
Oh, you might have tapped me, man. You might have tapped me. Actually, I do have one more.
What's that?
So that's why there is some speculation on when they started celebrating St. Patrick's Day. So there was some Irish descendants. So some of them are claiming that they didn't start celebrating St. Patrick's Day till 1631. However, there was some Irish descendants that came over to what is now present day Florida, but at the time it was actually a Spanish colony. It was a Spaniard-based colony that these Irish descendants came over. And in theory, had the first like parade celebrating St. Patrick in 1601. So they're trying to claim. So that's why there's some speculation on when St. Patrick's Day actually began. They're trying to say it was in 1631, but then these other ones are saying it was in 1600 because they had their first parade in 1601. So there is some speculation on when it actually began. But either way, it's based on lies and drunkenness anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
There's another joke somebody put on the screen. Why wasn't
Fun.
Jesus born in Ireland? He couldn't find 3 wise men or a virgin. I like it.
And for that reason,
I like it.
We're gonna play us out. That's what's
We are
gonna
gonna play us
happen.
out?
Yes, we are. No, you can't. You got to end on 3 wise men and a virgin. That's how it works.
So yeah, thank you all for tuning in for the St. Patrick's Day special. This is our second one that we've done. Honestly, after this special, I'm really disheartened that everything I knew was a lie. St. Patrick wasn't a saint. St. Patrick didn't wear green.
Nope.
St. Patrick wasn't Irish.
Nope.
St. Patrick didn't do shit with snakes. Like everything. It's all a fucking lie.
How about next year we talk to you about alcohol facts and how you're going to die from it? I don't know.
So yeah, once again, if you are out celebrating or you plan on going out to celebrate later on, please be safe. Get yourself a sober ride. Call an Uber.
Find your own Tits McGee and have her drive you home.
If you're watching and you're local, I don't give a shit what time it is. If you need a ride, give me a fucking call. This is my last drink of the night. I'm going to bed after this.
Absolutely.
So yeah, please be safe. Don't forget to like, share, tag, all that good stuff. Remember, you can find all of our old episodes on YouTube.
Give that like button the old O'Brien poke.
And
consensual.
Lightly tickle that share button's butthole.
Turn on your notifications so you know every week when we're going to be live or pre-recorded.
So for the next 2 weeks, we will be live. I'm really trying to get us live in a local brewery this very, very soon. So hopefully that will happen. It's just a lot of back and forth, emails, bullshit. But yeah, with that, I think we're going to be closing it out for the night. Thank you all again. Make sure that
we appreciate you.
Go to YouTube, go to all your favorite podcasting platforms.
And remember, you are the few, the proud,
the unmolested.
And then me unmolested.
Love you guys. Bye.